Hey everybody, welcome back. Here we are, playing some Fall Guys. Sorry, I was just turning Cheat Engine on. Last 3 episodes have rejuvenated my interest in Fall Guys. Funny how it seems to correspond with a lot of our most victorious episodes. Lag was a little spicy in the last one, but you know, it is what it is. That's okay. Godzilla's back. We are not the only Godzilla, but there are many like it, but this Godzilla's mine. Dude, there's no sweeter sound than the Orville Redenbacher when you're in first place on Seesaw and you just hear the popcorn maker going off behind you. Yo, that's my old drip! It's me, but stronger. I'm not letting you get up on the Tony Hawk 50-50 grind rail. Oops, sorry, did I do that? Did I do that? We gotta block him, dude. It's the only way. I think I've screwed it up. I think I've... Oh, I'm gonna get a Sylvinsky, dude. I'm being beaten by a strictly better gamer. What if I grabbed him? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't grab him, dude. But what if I did grab him, dude? I don't think I'm gonna tell you anything you weren't already aware of, but, Seesaw... That was a great run. I can't even be mad. Seesaw, when you start on the front row, is a pretty good time. It also is completely inert. Like, all we did was run forward the whole time. Let's find our Godzilla brethren. Okay. Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness Monster. I forget the rest of the lyrics. A monster with no conscience. You can do it. You can do it. 2 Godzillas, 2 Kaiju. Ooh, tough luck, Mr. Opalescent. Okay, yeah, that's unnecessary. You don't need to be doing this. It's not necessary. It's unproductive. There's no reason for it. What are you doing over here? I feel like I'm witnessing a private moment. 13 of 43. How's everybody doing? Maybe this is one of those situations where we go to Fall Guys game Twitter and see what's going on. Let's see what they got going on here. Fall Guys game. Their most recent tweet, as we have 10 minutes here. Let's see. Let's see. Continue. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. They've been replying to a lot of people. Did you guess next week's Untitled costume collaboration yet? Day 84 of asking the game to come out on Xbox. Oh, boo-hoo, dead game. Why did this game die so quick? Fall Guy for 2020 president? How many crowns do people get on a weekly basis? Who is managing to keep up with all of these costumes? Can't be the norm that the majority of players are dropping 10 plus crowns weekly unless they are all pros. I don't think you're supposed to buy everything in this store. Anyone join my trio on Fortnite? Need 1 person. I would take you up on that. That could be fun. Well, if they add an Untitled Goose Game skin to this game, it's going to be hunting season. Because there are going to be geese as far as the eye can see. I'm not mad about this, by the way. This is a dream scenario. But I do have to point out, I think getting a first row Seesaw followed by a first row Night Fever is like the highest video runtime to actual input that we'll be making ever. Assuming we make it cleanly through the Thekbonkuses, then we should be, I mean, basic... Oh, you know what? We may not make it cleanly through the... Okay, we made it cleanly through the Thekbonkuses. Dude, the egg, he's too good. We might as well quit. I think that egg is too strong. That's alright, though. Why grab? A little Triplinski? So again, you know, we're 4.5 minutes into the video. I've made 90 seconds of gameplay. You're doing updates, but not bringing Fall Guys to Xbox? Shake my head. Didn't realize there were so many Xbox Fall Guys gamers. But you know what? I encourage any... please come out with the game on every single platform that exists. Especially if it's never been on that platform before. I would love to have a new supply of bad players who don't know how to make it through Whirligig. I have yet to win a legit crown, so who cares about new skins? F. That's gotta hurt. I literally unfollowed you to stop seeing your tweets. Okay. It's not all about you. I'm looking at, and it'll blow your mind sometimes. This person has a YouTube channel. And they're tweeting, I mean, they're probably like 14, so I'm just saying this as a cautionary tale. You have a YouTube gaming channel, why would you tweet openly toxic stuff to a developer? Like, do you think that's gonna help your platform, or are you just like, you just don't care, I guess? It's just weird to me sometimes. Like, I hate to say it, but you'll see it with like big YouTubers as well occasionally. Not all of them, but sometimes it'll be like, criticism is one thing, but like, just outright toxicity just is a very weird champ energy radiating off of it. Who do you think makes the games that allows us to make our content? If you replied not the social media team, first off, like, basically, I mean, literally, I suppose, in a sense, you're right in that they did not write the code. But at the same time, they're all integral parts to the game development process. Marketing, without the marketing, the game would probably have not been as much of a success. Without being as much as a success, who knows? Maybe we only get, let's go. 1 new game instead of 4 new games for Season 2. Where you at now, Egg? Where you at? By the way, like, even if you want to dispute the fact that the social media team isn't involved in the development, which I disagree with, I think in the credits for video games, a lot of a lot of publishers are way too stingy. Oh, the Egg did make it. They're like, if somebody left the team halfway through the game, they don't get their name in the credits. Why? You should be putting the custodial staff in the credits. They mop the floors so you don't have to. Who cares? Everybody either, like, leaves the room or skips by the credits anyway. Put them in the credits, cowards. Give them the credit they deserve. But secondarily, like, even if you're like, they don't deserve the credit. First off, who are you? Secondly, it don't cost nothing to be nice. That's all I'm saying. So honestly, we've had a pretty good performance here. Oh, what the? We had a lot of waiting, for sure. There has been a lot of waiting. That much is undeniable. But we've qualified like 2nd, 4th, and 2nd, I think. Pretty sweet. 17 people remain. I'm very afraid, because this will probably be either tail tag, solo hoopsie, or tiptoe, all of which are quite dangerous. Fruit Chute is of the kind of 4 penultimate games, it's probably one of my better ones, but there is a little bit of luck involved. So 17, 9 will probably qualify. If 10 qualify, we could see a fall ball, but it's pretty unlikely. I'm feeling a 10-person jump showdown here. Good jump. Now just don't get stuck here. This is where things tend to... Okay, we'll see you in heck. How many people died? Lots of people died. Lots of people died. We're still kind of in this. But it's gonna require... Maybe not luck, but it's gonna require a good performance down the stretch here. That would have been horrible. Dude, I think we're still kind of in. It looks like the entire right side got wiped. Yo, why? Why? We're both going... the orc tried to block me, dude, but we were both clean. We were both in. Okay, that's like an insanely lucky Fruit Chute. Owning myself to own Godzilla. Alright. 10 people remain, and we're back in the finals. The only time in the last, like, 4 videos we have not made the finals is the time that we were shot into outer space on Egg Scramble. And honestly, that was one of the most fun egg scramble games I've ever had, so I'm not going to complain about that. Staring into the ether was more fun than just standing on the staircase. Flexing. Let's see what we got. Fall Mountain, Jump Showdown, 10-person Hex-A-Gone. Can I tell you something? I'm lazy right now. It's 8:50 in the morning. I've been up since 5. We got the Sunday morning crew here in Fall Guys. I'm lazy. I didn't want to have Hex-A-Gone, because Hex-A-Gone requires me to get my adrenal glands pumping at a maximum level. Okay, no jelly legs. I wanted to just get, like, a Jump Showdown, so that I could go, oh no, Jump Showdown, I got no chance. Dude, this egg is scaring me. I'm gonna try to... Oh, frick. I wanted to try to create my own island here. And honestly, it kind of worked. We're going to buy ourselves a little time here. As Sonic is still a little spooky for sure. Anyway. Basically, I wanted to be lazy. But instead, now we got to try. Which is very cool. And you know what? I'm realizing how happy I am now to have had the opportunity. I think we want to land like here. And we just want to give ourselves as much of an out as possible. I would say mission highly failed, by the way. This is not good. We don't have to... Okay, apparently we do have to cannibalize each other. Someone's gonna fall on here with me. If they don't, we got insanely lucky. I think I hear someone on top of me, though. I know that's a weird sentence to say. This one is going to be decided by the bottom floor. Oh, that Jester's in such a good spot, dude. There was someone on top of me. They died. I think we just let this one ride. Dude, the Jester fell. Oh my god, we may win. We won. Holy crap. I'd say we got a little lucky. I think a lot of other people were clumped. We ended up solo, and we ended up picking up a dub. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. That was like a 2, 4, 3, 3, 1. That's an incredible round. Anyway, well, I'll see you for round 2. How about that? All right, nobody is more surprised than me that we have picked up our 4th dub in the last 7 rounds. It's not quite infallible, but I mean, come on. We're getting back into Twitch Rivals form. I'm feeling birds flying high, you know how I feel. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Okay, Michael Bublé. It's not, you can't DMCA me. We're both kind of from Vancouver in some ways. Thank God I moved this to my M.2 drive. We are starting in the front row consistently. You love to see it. Things you love to see. It. That hot dog scares me. It's the first time I've ever seen a gamer strong enough to... Oh, careful. To stop and not just get hit by the guillotine. By the way, I refuse to start calling it a guillotine. It's a guillotine, okay? I know that they've had a resurgence in rhetoric lately, but I refuse to say guillotine. It's a guillotine. Anytime somebody says guillotine, I always think of Napoleon Dynamite's grandma. I'm hungry. Make yourself a dang quesadilla. Well, sorry, she says Dilla. That was the whole point. Sixlinsky? Oh, Egg, what are you doing? Grandma had an accident down in the sand dunes. Broke her coccyx. We're gonna continue. Let's continue looking into the Fall Guys social media empire. Why did I spend my crowns on Bean Godzilla? I'm gonna feel eternal pain from not saving. It's okay. You can get some more crowns. There's plenty of time. Fall Guys, can you please bring back the Godzilla skin? I was 600 show points from getting the whole outfit. Please, Fall Guys, it would mean the world to me. We need a corn outfit. That would be pretty cool. I give my seal of approval to the corn outfit. That's all I got. I don't know. It's the social media blitz has really slowed down for Fall Guys game, which is understandable as we prepare for Season 3, hopefully. Season 3, I guess that would be like a December, January bop. It was 2 months from Season 1 to Season 2. Dog, we hate Hoarders. This has the potential to put our final streak in jeopardy. Big ups to the donuts for helping us out there. Oh, baby, we did something. We did something on Hoarders, now we can be smarmy. It's a tough one. Would you rather try to steal one? Or would you rather try to keep your team in the game? We're gonna try to keep our team in the game here. Just bump it in the center. Gonna need a little help here. Thank you, donut! Okay, we got issues. I think we should try to cannibalize the yellow team. And, oh, they got a real defense here, which is unfortunate. Even if you just kick it into red, that's not where you want it. Okay, I understand why you would do that, but we had so much momentum going this way. Kick it into red. And then, yeah, use it as a pivot. Use it as a pivot. Okay, just bully yellow. I'm sorry, but, like, it has to be done. That was good fall ball skill. Oh my god, did you see the shot? I don't know what happened when it hit the donut. I think it went to outer space. Really bad shot on my part there. This is spice, dude. Come on. No, you can't go into yellow. That's the ticket. Yeah, get it out of yellow. No. Bully yellow. Don't bully blue, bully yellow. Get it, get it, get it. Hoarders, everybody. Hoarders, also known as a 1 in 3 chance you lose. I've never seen... I'll take the L, okay? I'll take the L. I've never seen anybody say they have a good Hoarders strategy, though. That's all I'm going to say about that as we get ready for our next game. Alright, we are back with Night Fever. And... having a wonderful time. You know that song? Paul McCartney. Can somebody explain to me why do people hate the Paul McCartney song Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time? I am not of the opinion that Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time is a good song. I do not think it's a particularly, I don't think it's artful. It's catchy in the worst way possible. It does get stuck in your head. But I have perhaps an overly edgy counterpoint, which is pretty much all Christmas songs fall into that that group of artless garbage. Sorry. Look, alright? All I'm saying is there's been like one good Christmas song made in the last 40 years, and it's All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. And even that people sometimes get sick of because it's played so much during the Christmas season. Hopefully. So I just don't know why people are so against Paul McCartney's Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. By the way, Sixtinsky. Like, I don't think it's a great song. I'm just surprised that it gets an let me just rephrase. I'm surprised it gets a disproportionate amount of Christmas song backlash when there's so many, other fairly also bad Christmas songs out there that get played a lot and get no, or very little criticism. Like, if we're talking about annoying Christmas songs, let me count the ways, okay? 12 Days of Christmas, obviously insanely annoying. Deck the Halls. I maintain that anybody that thinks Deck the Halls is a good song is just blinded by, like, the fact that it was produced so long ago, it's beyond criticizing. Here, deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. The same sort of people who are like, wow. The same sort of people who are like, I don't like in the Hall of Batgirl when Gwen Stefani says B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Once a year, they're like, fa la 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 la. It's no good. It's no good. That's my thoughts on that. Even like Silent Night, it's like it's so slow. Like, they should have just written a letter instead of a song. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. It's like 30 words. You didn't need to write a song. It's crazy. You know how fast Big Boy would say that? Well, she's got a hottie's body, but her attitude is potty. When I met her at the party, she was hardly acting naughty. I said, Shorty, would you call me? She said, pardon me, are you ballin'? I said, darling, you sound like a pausing. Oh, so you're one of them geeks getting freaked at the sight of an ATM receipt? Look, that's like 8 silent nights that he said in less than 15 seconds. Okay, just this is a tougher one. We're in tight here. I'd like to get inside of the doors, please. Thank you. Only 30 people will make it. This is going to be one of those times where you qualify, hopefully, and then like a millisecond later, somebody got hit by the pendulum in the positive direction. I never even considered that new technology. But like this one's going to end in like a microsecond here, I think. I mean, I guess we shouldn't judge songs based on like the amount of words they contain, but it's no less strange of a heuristic to use to measure a song's quality than whether or not the rhymes are legitimate, in my opinion. 30 people have qualified. I just like, there's a lot of Christmas songs I don't like. I love Bruce Springsteen. I do not like Bruce Springsteen's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I mean, like, so I'm not an enormous fan of Mariah Carey. I will give her a lot of credit. All I Want for Christmas Is You is an original song. I'm not saying she wrote it, but it's an original song crafted from the ground up for Christmas. That's way less nakedly profiteering and cynical than just being an already established artist and being like, oh, you know what the world needs now? Is like a Justin Bieber cover of The First Noel. Aaron Neville already did it. You're late. You're flat. No talent. Okay, I'm just trying not to impede this too much. I think I'm impeding it a lot, and I apologize, but I'm the team captain, so let's go this way. Okay, great work, great work. There are no saboteurs. Come on, man, what are you doing? There's no No, I'm not letting you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I don't know. I don't even... What are we doing here? Great job, honestly. Great job, yellow team. 20 people will remain. I'm feeling a spicy wall, guys, to close this one out. This could take a minute. It also could not take a minute. Yeah, it's done. All right. I was gonna take a page out of Daniel's book and start going to the coaching comments. Like, the new Fall Guys episode went up 4 minutes ago. Let's see what people are saying. Always pog to see Fall Guys at 3:30 a.m. Thank you for your pog. Never been this early. Howdy from Texas. Click the heart on that one. Howdy from Vancouver. A truly pog tier title. Thank you. Namaste and love from India. It may be difficult, but imagine if Fall Guys could get vehicles of some times. Even a basic one like a cart. I believe simple things can also make a game feel reinvigorated. Dude, if they could make a Fall Guys game, like a team game, where you had to drive a car and like 4 people were manning the wheels and 1 person was manning the steering wheel or something like that, or 2 people were manning levers that steered the thing. That would be crazy. I would be very for that, but can you imagine how irritated you would get at the rest of your team? Like some human fall flat style interactions. That would be cool. I wouldn't hold my breath, but at the same time, I'm all for this level of creativity. I'm very sorry if you step too close to the peppermint patty. You become the peppermint patty. Man, I almost found myself getting eliminated there. It's been so long since I played Block Party. Stop grabbing me, egg. There's 2 Godzillas. You don't know which Godzilla's which. You don't know which Godzilla's which. Could have been any Godzilla. Stop grabbing. I know I grabbed, but I don't hold myself to the same standards that I hold you to. Okay, so he probably is going to be a little irritated. I would be as well. Hey, he's grabbing. Stop grabbing, you jerk. I've made a cardinal error here. I should not have aggravated somebody on block party. There's no reason to do it. Because it just creates this uncertainty for the final section here. Where you're like, you know, things could get spiced. 6 people have been eliminated. That leaves 14 remaining. A genuinely plausible fall ball opportunity. No. Oh my lord. 9 people remain? 11 people got eliminated on block party? We might go straight to the finals, dude. I guess there were 20, so we'd go to the finals regardless, but... Alright, that was round 4. That was round 4? I think that was round 4. Yeah, we eliminated 10 on rock and roll. Yeah, that seems right. Little jump showdown. You know, we won in this episode, so I'm not gonna complain about jump showdown. The time for complaining is last week. The time to get better, the time to focus, the time to remember our training and stand on the outside of the rings instead of the inside of the rings is now. Even if there's another person there, we're gonna make them outcompete us. And one day we're gonna get the algorithm for jump showdown and for fall mountain that's gonna let us get to esports. Look, I don't trust that egg for a split second. That guy, he's gonna get himself in trouble. Get away from me, you jerk. That egg is gonna cause problems. I don't believe that egg has a chance to win. And I'm not talking about me. I believe that egg is gonna get themselves into trouble. Oh, now they've stopped, huh? Now they've stopped causing problems? Outside ring, brother. Outside ring, green, green, green. Okay, inside ring. Okay, this sucks, but is also awesome. Oh god. This is mighty not good. Get away from me. Let's go. Okay, just make some space. Just make some space. Like, it's so crowded. It's too crowded over here, dude. There's so many Godzillas, too. I didn't even notice until right now. Get back, get back. So there's 6 remaining gamers. Oh my. Oh my! There's 2 remaining gamers. Thanks for the win, dummy. I was content to let us both get a victory. You handed it to me on a silver platter. Bet you feel real good about that. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. One of those rare 2-crown Dublinskis. 2-crown Dublinskis, I should say. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!